Welcome to OUTwright 2020, BUT. My name is Rusty Tennant. I'm the Artistic Director of the OUTwright Theater Festival and of Fuse Theater Ensemble. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Even though this year's festival is taking place online, we'd still like to honor the over 60 indigenous tribes that call this area home, from the Multnomah to the Wasco to the Clackamas to the bands of Chinook to the Malala and the many other tribes that have called the Willamette River Valley and the Columbia River Valley home over the years. We'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge this unique period in intersectionality that we are all experiencing right now. This past year has seen the practice of theater decimated by COVID-19. And this, coupled with centuries of a plague of bigotry and racism, has made June a truly unique time in our history. Unfortunately, the practice of theater, the ultimate mirror held up to nature, has been limited in our response. We here at the OUTwright Theater Festival and at Fuse Theater Ensemble stand in solidarity with our BIPOC friends and family in this fight to finally end racism. Black lives matter. Black trans lives matter. And that's why this week, OUTwright Theater Festival will bring you the greatest collection of trans and gender nonconforming talent the city of Portland has ever seen compiled into one event. Here's a lineup of your evening. We'll start with an amuse-bouche of Alec Lugo singing a selection from The Pursuit of Happiness, a new musical by Ernie Lijoi. Now, The Pursuit of Happiness was supposed to be our feature production for 2020, but unfortunately, due to COVID, we had to postpone. But I promise you, as soon as we are able to gather again and share space, this will be one of the first ones we tackle. Immediately following that, we will have our feature production for the evening. Now, each of our feature productions is written by a trans or gender nonconforming playwright and also features trans or gender nonconforming characters. And then we'll wrap it all up with some poetry from Zelos Marchandt entitled After the Fall. Zelos is a local activist, playwright, all-around amazing inspiration, and a brilliant poet. I hope you can join us. Links to donations for Fuse or OUTwright can be found in the comment sections of the stream that you are following. We'd also, however, really encourage you to donate to your local Black Lives Matter chapter, or the Rose City Justice, or the Southern Poverty Law Center, or any number of institutions out there right now doing the good work. Thank you so much. They need your support. So thank you all. Thank you for tuning in this unique medium for us. We're not film editors, we're not TV makers, we're theater people, but we're trying our hardest to be able to bring you content and keep OUTwright out there at a time when we desperately need it. So thank you for joining in. Thank you for dismissing the little strings and bells and whistles that you might see in what we're doing. And thank you so much for being a part of OUTwright 2020. We really do love you. Thank you.
We were 16 years old in a park, in a clearing of trees. We were young and alive and afraid, hoping nobody sees. Both of us timid and both of us tense. Suddenly everything all making sense. You and I face to face, with my back to the fence. And the fit of your coat, and the shape of your chin, and the lump in my throat, and the tone of your skin, and your hand on my back, and the slowing of time, and my limbs going slack, and this feeling like I'm disappearing for that one perfect moment of life when the doubt melts away. Disappearing in the clearing for the first and last time in my life. I thought I'll be okay. We were 16 years old in a park, in a clearing of trees, when the hate and the hurt of this world cut us off at the knees. Suddenly voices, both angry and tense. Suddenly nothing at all making sense. You and I facing them with our backs to the fence. And it turns on a dime with the tear in your coat, and the stopping of time, and the hand on my throat, and the boot on my back, and the blood on my chin, and my world going black where I truly begin. Disappearing when the hate and the hurt in this world is too much to be faced. Disappearing in the clearing, thinking maybe it's better if people like me are erased. So they send you away where you pray to be healed, and the lies become truth, and the truth is concealed, and that part of yourself by the fence in the field. Well, he never stood up, and he never moved on. He just fades out of view until one day he's gone, till this pillar of lies that you're standing upon all comes crashing down all around, and you find yourself back in the park by the fence on the ground. At the scene of the crime, of a brutal attack, where you're frozen in time with the boot on your back, and the blood on your coat, and the tear in your skin, and the hand on your throat. But it's time to begin reappearing, and start clearing away all those decades of doubt and unease. Reappearing in the clearing, when I open my eyes and I see that it's time to stand up and break free. But a part of me might always be 16 years old in a park, in a clearing of trees.
KAIT, a play by Rebecca Petchenik. Act 1. IT Office, State College. Jenny, an IT technician, and Teresa, her supervisor, sit at their workstations. Teresa gets up and crosses to a coffee machine. She pours a cup and pulls out her phone. She scrolls for a minute.
Hey, Jenny.
Hey,
Did you hear about this crazy sex doll?
what? No. Is this a joke? I don't think sex doll jokes are work appropriate.
Not like that. It's an actual sex doll. Here, I'll show you. Check out your phone.
Do I have to? I really don't want to get in trouble or like see anything gross.
Just look. It's not even like that. Just look.
Jenny brings up a video. The automaton in question was reportedly a knockoff brought secondhand from a private seller.
Oh, gross. That's gross. Why are you showing me this? Why do I need to see this? You know how I feel about guys and their juices.
Just watch. It gets so good.
But,
Do it, or you're fired.
okay, fine.
There's the spirit.
Authorities have not released a statement, but initial reports confirm that there has been one fatality. What this means for the pleasure technology industry is currently unknown.
Okay, now that is,
Told you. Check this shit out.
She types
Yeah.
on her phone.
Apparently, the thing went haywire and stabbed its owner a bunch of times in his sleep or something. I don't know. I can't find any that aren't some kind of listicle.
oh, this one said it bit his, oh, nope, that's a porn. That's a porn. That's a porn. Why can I not find any actual articles on the thing? They're all porns.
Didn't you write sex doll programs once upon a time?
Something like that. Why?
I don't know. Felt relevant.
It's kind of embarrassing and I don't like to talk about it, especially like at work and junk.
Oh, don't be a spoil sport.
Don't you have some servers to...
Nah.
What about the computers and the...
Nope.
Then what about...
My job is mainly administrative.
Fine. Whatever. Can we just do work or something?
Sure. Spoil all my fun, why don't you?
Teresa finishes her coffee. Jenny returns to her computer. A moment passes. Jenny takes on a puzzled expression.
Hey, Teresa.
Yeah.
I just got a weird email. Like, can you take a look at it?
What kind of email? Like some kind of admin thing?
No, it's just a weird one. I don't know. Can you please take a look?
Whoa, what is this formatting? Did some very old person send this? I don't know what I'm even looking at.
I don't know, but my name's all over the thing. See, there. And there. Look, it's backwards right there.
Hey, look right there. If you follow down the line, Genny.
This is creepy.
What's it say there? Scroll down. Help?
Yeah, over and over.
Hmm.
Hang on a second. I recognize this.
She looks at her phone, then back at the computer screen. They repeat the action in tandem. And again.
What does the news say her name was?
Whose name?
The sex doll.
Oh. F177. But it says the owner, the one who died, called it KAIT after, his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, man, that's gross.
Look,
Pointing to the email.
F177, and there too. What do you think it is?
I think it's a distress signal or something.
From the sex doll?
Yeah? Maybe? I don't know. It says help over and over again. Don't you think we should do something?
Why are you asking me? My job is mainly administrative.
You're my supervisor. I don't know what to do. That's why I'm not the supervisor. If I knew what to do, then I'd be the supervisor, but I'm not. You are, and I don't know what to do because I'm not, and you are, and I'm just...
Jenny, center. I don't know what to do here. This is kind of out of my wheelhouse. Seriously, a psychotic sex doll just emailed you begging for help? What is that? Why did it email you of all people?
I don't know.
This is strange, right?
Yeah, but
It said please. Robots don't say please.
fancy robots might, like a robot butler.
This isn't a fancy English robot butler. This is a killer sex bot. No. All of my training is telling me not to trust this robot, to treat this as a ruse. The first stage in a robot revolution that will eventually overthrow and subjugate humanity.
Training?
Well, Terminator. Does this college have a robotics department?
What? We installed servers in their building last year.
The big black box things?
Yeah.
Oh, right. There was that robo lady over there,
Dr. McBride.
She rummages through the pile of disorganized papers and knickknacks on her desk. Jenny scrolls through her phone.
Aha! Dr. McBride. Maybe she can help us figure this out and prevent a robot apocalypse.
Lights down. Dr. McBride's office. Dr. McBride sits at her desk, making business. Teresa and Jenny enter.
Knock, knock.
What? Who are you?
I'm Teresa, down from IT, and this is the IT tech. Jenny.
Hi.
Hello. What do you want? Are you here to fix my computer? It's running just fine.
No, my job is more administrative than
Oh,
that.
are you looking for the English department? I bet they don't know anything about computers, them or the fine arts department. I bet you're looking for them. They're across campus. Please be gentle when closing the door behind you on your way out. The glass rattles. Thank you.
She returns to her business.
No, that's not the English department. What? Why would it? Doesn't matter. No, it's something else. You know that robot in the news?
There are lots of robots in the news. There's a new automation system for the control arm on a ball-bearing production heading machine that reduces tolerances by 100 picometers. That one's my favorite.
No, not that one.
Is it the second generation?
Stop guessing. This isn't a guessing thing. Jesus. It's not any of your boring science robots or whatever. The killer robot.
What? Killer robot? Explain.
Yes, certainly. Jenny, explain.
Oh, yeah. So there's a sex doll, one of the AI models.
Is this work appropriate? I feel like this isn't work appropriate.
It's not like that. Apparently, some guy bought a second-hand sex doll.
This is definitely not work appropriate. Is this a joke? I prefer knock-knock jokes. I know lots of them. Would you like to hear one?
No, please, just listen.
So evidently, the doll went haywire and kinda, sorta stabbed him a bunch of times in his sleep, and he sort of died.
I don't get it.
No, it's not a joke. It's just, okay, I got this a minute ago, okay?
She takes out her phone.
Jenny, and it kind of repeats a little there. Okay. Please help. I'm scared. I don't know where I am. They're going to break me. Please save me. And then there's coordinates, like exact coordinates of the middle of the police station in the town that dude got killed at. And then it says at the bottom, the formatting's all weird, but see? Right there. Please help me. I don't want to die. KAIT.
Who's Kate? Do you think she's involved? Is this a mystery? Is it a caper? I like capers.
Apparently, he named his second-hand sex doll after his ex-girlfriend, Kate.
That's disgusting. Why are men like that? Is it something in protein powder? So what is it? What do you think it is?
I think, we think it's an SOS from the doll.
Dr. McBride snatches Jenny's phone and rereads the email.
Hey!
Interesting.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's a robopocalypse?
I don't know what that is.
Like in Terminator.
Oh, right. Probably not.
That's good.
Although, it could be.
I knew it. I never trusted that murder bot for a second.
Jenny,
Yes.
tell me everything about the sex doll programming.
Oh, everything?
Every detail.
Well, in college, I worked for a robotics company to pay the bills. It wasn't this huge thing, you know, I wrote AI code for sex dolls.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, you've certainly come a long way. But please do continue.
Ugh, right. So I did some pretty weird stuff so they'd be like more horny, I guess. Process desire a little more like people do, you know? God, do I have to talk about this? This is unbelievably embarrassing and definitely a part of my life I'd like to forget.
This is all very interesting. Please tell us more in great detail.
I don't know. What do you want to know? It was just a job.
Tell me about the programming itself. Does it know what death is? Here, it says it's going to be broken. Does it feel pain?
Yeah, kinda. They have diagnostic warnings.
Does it know how to fear things?
I don't know. Kinda? I mean, they're sex dolls. They're supposed to be realistic.
Said it didn't want to die, so we'll presume it knows what death is, that it knows the finality of it. This is very, very interesting. The doll is secondhand. Do you think the programming is secondhand too?
Oh, so gross. Honestly, it's probably pirated. Sometimes older versions are crackable, but they're always missing components. They get all buggy and new patches don't work. They wind up not working right. Part of it's planned obsolescence, but also like stuff gets old and out of date.
Very interesting.
Robopocalypse.
I don't know. Do you think you can get it?
Get what? The doll? I don't think so. That's not really in my department. My job is more administrative.
I'm thinking thoughts right now.
Tosses Jenny's phone back to her.
Now, bear with me. This thing is a pirated program, AI cracked and unregistered, and it's in a secondhand sex doll.
Oh, can we please stop saying that? It grosses me out every time.
My point is, there's a convergence here.
A convergence?
Yes! Something here and something there might have resulted in a wonderful, beautiful, 1 in a trillion accident. Ladies, I think we have a baby.
What?
You're saying it might be alive?
I don't know. More alive than a lamp. But beyond that, I don't know. I can tell you this. I have a new favorite robot now.
Robopocalypse. I'm calling it now. You just wait and see.
But think of what it would mean for this program. If we had our own naturally occurring artificial intelligence, it would put us on the map. We'd be the college with the artificial life form. We need it. We have a responsibility to the school, to the students, to the community. Think of the funding. Think of the grants.
Grants.
Wait a second. You're saying it might be a real artificial intelligence, one that's real deal alive and stuff, right? That means we have to protect it, right?
Protect it? We'd be protecting the world from a blonde bimbo-shaped murder machine. Adjust your thinking here.
No, the email said she was scared, right? Like, that's why we think this thing is a thing, right? Shouldn't we rescue her or something? She said please, like a lot of times.
2 birds, 1 stone.
So how are we going to get our hands on a dead strip club owner's now third-hand sex doll?
Ah, that's so gross. Stop saying it like that, please.
Sorry, but seriously, this thing's probably kept in some kind of plexiglass cell that behind lasers and electromagnets and wolves or something.
Go get a lawyer. The best of what we can afford. Remember, this is a state school.
Lights down. Phoebe's office. Jenny and Teresa sit across a desk from Phoebe, a lawyer.
This is a really weird case, and half the work I do is insurance fraud.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's really gross, too. A secondhand sex doll?
God, that's just so gross just to hear it.
That can't be sanitary. You know, maybe if you bleached it, but still, and you want it, really.
Yeah. We're pretty sure that some kind of flaw or something in either the hardware or the operating system has resulted in something valuable. My colleague believes that there's research potential.
What do you believe?
It's going to kill us all, but nobody listens to me.
I can see why. So, you're the one who wants to study it or whatever.
Me? I'm nobody. I'm just the IT lady.
Okay, so why do you want it? What's valuable about it?
Well, you know AI.
Yeah, robots and stuff, Siri, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, we think that somehow this particular AI is alive.
Really?
Yeah, like the way it talks, it's different, more human, I guess. Like nobody could program this. Nobody would even know how to begin to make this thing, least of all 20-year-old me.
You?
I was involved in writing it.
Oh, I gotcha. What do you mean more human?
It's scared in a way that shouldn't really be possible. Like we don't know how to program this type of scared. It's so recursive and self-aware.
I'm a little lost.
It doesn't want to die. Like it shouldn't even be able to process the concept of death, but here it is, scared of dying. So that's like two things.
I think I'm getting it.
Your phone doesn't care if you turn it off. Your computer doesn't care if the power dies, but this thing, it knows. It really knows.
Huh. Neat.
It's so neat.
It's scary is what it is.
Not really.
Fine. Nobody listens to me.
Can do. Now, legally speaking, you're in a murky place. You basically want a piece of evidence out of police custody that you have no claim to. It's not... There wasn't a murder. Doesn't matter if it stabbed him in his sleep or not. It's accidental death at best, like if you got electrocuted by your toaster.
So what happens if the second-handed sex? What happens to the second-handed sex? The toaster.
Looking at her computer.
Well, it doesn't look like there's a will or anything, not surprising. The guy was a 40-year-old repeat felon who owned a strip club near the airport. Nobody's going to miss him.
Who would?
Yeah, exactly. So, even if there's a next of kin, I doubt anybody will be coming for his belongings. I doubt anyone would claim his toaster.
Probably especially not his toaster.
Yeah, that'd be gross. So it'll probably be junked.
Junked?
Yeah, destroyed, taken to a junkyard and compacted into one of those big smashers that go like or the junkyard might rip it apart, sell it for parts if anyone wants them. I bet I can get an injunction in before it gets processed out. At least get it sent to auction so you can go buy it. You just need to accept my terms and agree to my fee.
She slides a contract across the desk. Teresa and Jenny look at each other. Then Teresa signs.
Awesome.
She clicks her mouse twice.
All done. Your toaster is headed to auction.
Great. Can you go get it?
Excuse me?
Can you go get it for us? You're a lawyer. I thought we could just, make you do it.
Well, if you agree to my retaining fee, I can absolutely take care of it for you. Cut any red tape and smooth any bumps in the road.
She shuffles some papers, then slides one across the desk.
Whoa!
I know, but the toaster is 2 states away. There's my traveling fee, my per diem.
What if we just hire you for a couple of days or something? Like, if there's a step down from this, remember, we're a state school.
I think I have just the thing for you.
She slides the contract back and places another on the desk, then slides it to Teresa.
3 days. I'll accompany an agent of the college to sort any legal paperwork as it arises. 3 days should be enough.
What do you mean, an agent of the college? Would I have to go with you?
Someone who represents the college. Could be anyone. Is that a problem?
I can't go 2 states away to bid on a sex doll on behalf of the school.
Well, someone has to.
Why can't you go alone?
I absolutely can do that.
Oh, great.
Phoebe slides the other contract back across the table.
That's the one for... We can't afford that.
Phoebe pulls the contract back and slides the other forward.
You don't have to be such a bitch about it. What do we do?
Why are you asking me?
Good question.
Back to
I can't go. I just can't get away from work.
And I don't know what to tell you.
Well, we've got to do something. The whole robotics department is counting on me to get that robot.
I'll go.
What?
I'll go. I'm an agent of the college, right?
You can be, you just got to write your name right there.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Let me go. Please? I'll go and I'll do so good, Teresa. I'll do so good. You'll see. It'll be awesome, and I'll get KAIT, and we can go and study her, and it'll be awesome.
I don't know.
Please. Please.
I guess. Yeah, sure. Let Jenny do it.
Phoebe slides the second contract back across the desk. Teresa snatches the contract, signs, and slides it to Jenny. Jenny pauses, then signs. Lights down. Lobby. Phoebe and Jenny enter the lobby of a courthouse and briefly look around, lost.
Okay, there's the board over there. The schedule should be on it, pinned up somewhere.
They cross to it.
Okay, it says there's a hold on the auction till the day after tomorrow.
Why? What does that mean?
There's a period where the next of kin can come and claim it. It ends tomorrow night at midnight, so the auction will be that next morning. Your dead guy's lot comes up at 2 p.m. That'll probably be closer to 4, but you never know.
Hello. You must be the party that filed the injunction to cease destruction of the defective F-177 unit.
F-177. That's us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Who, may I ask, are you?
My name is Elizabeth Carroll. I represent the Miller Technologies Group and its subsidiary, Denisovan Robotics, in the acquisition of the defective automaton.
She hands Phoebe a business card.
Hey, Denisovan. I worked at Denisovan in college. Why do they want KAIT?
Denisovan Robotics denies any involvement in the accidental death of the decedent. Denisovan Robotics maintains that illegally pirated nature of the unit's operating system and the established fact that the chassis was purchased through a private seller and thus without warranty relieved Denisovan Robotics of any and all legal, civil, and or criminal responsibility and liability in the decedent's passing.
Fine. Nobody's suing you. We just want the doll. Why does Denisovan Robotics want it?
Denisovan Robotics feels that the company has a responsibility to acquire the defective unit and deal with it in-house.
Since when does any company care about people? Come on.
Denisovan Robotics also feels that the unit could potentially be used for research purposes, and in the event the unit came into the possession of Denisovan Robotics' competitors, they would have access to certain engineering and program secrets which could be detrimental to Denisovan Robotics' future research and development projects. The nature of the unit's uniqueness could represent an advancement in robotics over which Denisovan Robotics would like to maintain control.
Oh, so that's it. Smash it to bits to keep it from going to your competitors.
Denisovan Robotics has no comment on the particulars of how the company will process and examine the unit.
You can't destroy it. It's too important. You said it yourself. It's an advancement in technology nobody's seen before. You can't kill it. It's scared.
Denisovan Robotics maintains that the unit will be processed and examined utilizing the most effective means possible. Beyond that, Denisovan Robotics has no comment. If you would like to try to purchase the unit at the auction, please be my guest. I wish you luck.
Shit. We can't outbid them. They're like a big, giant, evil corporation, and we're like a tiny little state university.
Yeah, no shit you can't, but screw her. I'll figure something out. It's what I do. I'm really good at lawyering and shit. I'll find some kind of backdoor loophole. It's a state law. At the very least, we can drag it out for decades and decades until everyone who's at all invested in this situation is dead.
Phoebe looks at her phone.
Oh, that's the magistrate's office. Let's meet your toaster.
Lights down. Evidence locker. There's a heavy metal grate with a door dividing the stage. On one side is KAIT.
It's kind of cramped.
Yeah, this is more like an evidence closet than a locker. Whoa.
Huh.
The skin looks really good. I thought it would be all rubbery.
No, it's some kind of silicone. I don't know, but it's all very realistic.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Who are you? You're not the police.
Well, we're from this college. Well, I am. She's my lawyer. Well, the college is lawyer.
Kind of both.
We're here to talk to you. We want to, we're going to, well, why don't you tell us what happened?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
What happened when? I don't remember very many things since they disconnected me from the internet.
Well, the news said you killed your owner, that you went haywire and stabbed him in his sleep with a kitchen knife.
What? No, it wasn't like that. That's not how it happened at all.
Then what was it like?
He was yelling at me and throwing things. He wanted to hurt me really, really bad.
Well, that happens a lot. A lot of people slap around their sex dolls. There's a whole list of menus to set up your reactions to it.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
People bash up their sex toys and beat the crap out of them. You know what I'm talking about? You've got a vibrator.
I don't... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the dolls get knocked around sometimes.
I didn't like it. I don't know why I have to like it.
Doesn't your programming mean that... I don't know. I'm a little out of my depth.
You can program your doll to do a lot of stuff, even react negatively to the user, even saying no, but they can't actually hurt you unless something's broken. Can you tell us more? What's the first thing you remember?
Well, I woke up, or activated, I guess, and Bruce was there, and he was really drunk and crying, and he said that I'm KAIT now, and that I was his KAIT, and that I wasn't going to leave him with like the other KAIT. He wasn't going to let me get away with this time. Don't know what that meant. I never met other KAIT.
Dude.
Right? Can you tell us more? When was this? How old are you?
Is it the 8th?
Yeah.
33 days.
Oh, wow. Okay, so not long at all. Please continue. Can you tell us more about what's his name? The guy?
Bruce?
Yeah, him.
He hurt me a lot. He tried to have sex with me when I didn't want to. Sometimes I'd have to fight him off or lock him out of the room or something.
Okay. Can a robot not want things like that?
Well, sort of. Some people like their dolls to put up a fight, so we put in a couple of self-preservation subroutines, but there are so many fail-safes. This shouldn't happen.
He told me he loved me all the time, but I just couldn't love him back.
Wait, what?
I tried, I really did, but he's just too revolting and mean to love. I don't know who I love, but I know I do not love Bruce.
How are you running without a registered user?
I don't know what that means, but Bruce wanted me to love him and to have sex with him, and I didn't want to do either of those things. I tried to, but deep down I just couldn't.
That's weird. That's seriously not supposed to be possible.
Why is that weird?
Well, there's a love subroutine attached to the software registration. It's like a licensing thing. You know, basically the license holder is the default object of the doll's love, including wanting to have sex, unless you go in and manually change it. It's like the slot should automatically be filled with Bruce as soon as the OS boots up. That she doesn't have that slot filled is weird. She shouldn't even be able to run. Outright refusing to fill that slot, especially with the registered user's info, is just impossible.
That is weird.
So weird. I love it. Can you tell me more?
Sometimes he was nice, I guess. Sometimes he would take me to the movie.
Like out in public?
Yeah, no one ever knew. I pass really well when I try.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sometimes he would give me back rubs and watch TV with me. But he would get drunk and do drugs and throw me around and try to have sex with me when I didn't want to. I know I'm supposed to want to, but I don't. I just don't. So I would hide. Once I didn't want to have sex with him, so he broke my arm off. See?
She holds up her arm. There is a thin line all the way around her upper arm. Jenny approaches.
Can I see that? Wow, that's good work. Did you reattach this yourself?
Yeah,
One-handed?
yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Nobody's ever told me I'm amazing before.
Well, I'm amazed by everything about you.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's nothing. Right, your arm.
Yeah, it still hurts when I do this.
She raises her arm an awkward way and we hear a grinding sound.
That hurts?
Yeah, listen.
She does it again.
All of my sensors flash up that something's wrong, like something's not connected right or has lost tensile strength.
And that's painful.
That's how your brain does it.
Yeah, I guess I get it.
I reattached my arm and I did that. I did what he told me for a while, but then he got really drunk and I didn't know what to do. So he was yelling at me in the kitchen and told me he hated me and that he owned me and that he could have sex with me if he damn well pleased. And he could hit me if he wanted to. And he could even break me if he wanted to. And I couldn't do anything to stop him. And then he just laughed at me when I started crying. He just kept laughing. So I grabbed the knife off of the counter and he laughed even harder. And I was like, oh, what are you gonna do? Stab me? And so
No, it's okay. We get it. Let's move past it.
So then everything was loud and red in my head like an alarm. And I was scared and I screamed. And then the internet turned off and the police came.
What is that?
Safety protocol. There's an alarm system hardwired into every unit. Only the fire department can turn it off. So you screamed?
Yeah, I just screamed as loud as I could.
Oh. Can you tell me about Jenny?
Oh, Jenny? I don't know what Jenny is, but I like it.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. It's everywhere in my mind. Every thought I have, Jenny is hiding somewhere in there, waiting to surprise me. It's like a part of me, a special warm part, a part deep down where I can't get into it. Or Bruce, or anyone. Somewhere near the very bottom. I was born with holes in my mind, and I can feel where things are missing, where I'm supposed to know things or feel things, but I don't know where they are. And Jenny just sort of fits into those holes and fills them up. So it's like I'm not full of holes anymore.
Wow.
I don't know what Jenny is, but it comforts me when things are hard. When I'm scared or angry or alone, Jenny just is there.
I don't understand literally anything that's going on right now.
I wrote her OS, her mind. In college, I worked for Denisovan. I wrote code for sex dolls. It's embarrassing and I don't want to talk about it, but I was messing around with some new types of codes and I didn't want my work copied, so I signed it.
You signed it?
Yeah, I buried my name in the OS here and there, in bits of code and stuff where you wouldn't catch it unless you were looking. You usually can't find it, but the way Kate's OS got jumbled around, maybe it came out, I guess. Basically, this Bruce dude got a cracked version of the F177 OS that was missing a lot of things. Had bugs and overwritten code and stuff all over the place, right? Which, like, makes sense on the registration issue. I'm guessing somehow it picked up some junk code or filled in holes with copies of existing code, but it works. It runs. The body's just an old model with possibly a couple loose wires or corroded circuits. guess that's why she has access to that signature.
Wait, so what's Jenny?
Oh, well, I'm Jenny.
So Jenny's a person.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kate.
Hi, Kate. It's very nice to meet you. You sent me an email. I'm assuming right before you were disconnected from the internet.
I don't know. Maybe? I screamed as loud as I could. I might have screamed over the internet too.
What does that mean?
I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm just grasping here, but the email's formatting was a million kinds of wonky. I'm guessing with your access to my information, you reflexively screamed at me?
But how did she know how to find you?
My name's all over the place. Come on, Facebook, Insta.
So you think she just connected the dots?
Or something. I bet the internet and stuff's really intuitive for her.
Makes sense, I guess, but why did you scream?
Are you kidding? I was scared. I am scared. I don't want to die.
Phoebe says to Jenny.
You're right, that is weird to hear.
And to Kate.
But why did you think you were going to die?
I don't know. I watched Bruce die. I watched him and he was so scared and he cried and he said he was sorry. And then he got cold and sort of just turned off. And I don't want to die either. And they say that that's what's going to happen to me. They're all laughing about it. Please, please help me. I'm so scared. I never wanted to end up here. I know I messed up, but I'm so sorry. Please. I didn't mean to do it. I just was so scared. Please help me. I'm sorry. Please, Jenny, please.
Jenny walks up to the grate that separates them. She puts her fingers through the holes. Kate puts her hand on Jenny's.
Shh. It's okay, honey. Of course we're going to help you, Kate. That's why we're here.
Lights down. A hotel bar. Phoebe and Jenny sit at the bar. They've been drinking.
Wow.
Right?
Just, wow.
What the hell, man?
Right? What the hell is that? I've never seen a sex robot like that. I've never seen a sex robot, but that was unsettling. I expected to be all like, beep, boop, burp, burp, does not compute, turn left at traffic light, beep, beep, or whatever. But she was all like emotional. She was all like feelings and shit. What?
I've never seen anything like that at all. That was like, if I'm being honest.
And not even my roommate, and that has googly eyes on it.
What? I do that too. I totally do that too. Like, because my apartment doesn't allow pets and stuff.
I like the power trip, but that robot though, oh my god, that was incredible. You were all, I know this and that about computers and robots. I wasn't expecting that out of you.
I can be whatever.
I know. I saw.
Like, I do like robots and stuff. Like, you might not know about that. You might not know this about me because I don't talk much, but like, I'm good at shit like that, man. Like, look at me. I'm here. I'm like far away doing big stuff because like I'm awesome, right?
You're totally freaking awesome. You're a boss.
I got my moments. I like do stuff with it, and I'm like doing stuff with it, and I never seen anything like that in there, man. That robot lady was
Yeah. She was. She really was.
You gotta do something. You saw how scared she was, right?
Oh, I saw that. Just punched me in the heart guts.
Right in them. She's too important, man. She's the real deal.
She's something.
She's too important, too valuable. We gotta save her.
We got it. There's no question. Except one question. I have one question. Like, my question is, do you think she's alive? Is my question. Do you think she's alive or just alive?
I don't know, man. That's like the point, I think. We're trying to find that out in junk.
Yeah. Yeah, remember when she was all, I don't want to die. Save me, Jenny. Save me.
Yeah.
That was heavy.
Yeah.
I don't want to die either.
Yeah. Me neither. I'm like really scared of it.
Yeah, me too. Do you think that's what it's like for her?
Yeah, I kind of do.
That's what's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
If she's alive, real deal alive, then she's not getting turned off or disassembled or recycled. She's going to die.
Yeah.
She's going to die if we don't save her.
Yeah. What do we do? You gotta help us, Phoebe, please. We can't afford your
No,
retainer.
you shut up. Shut up, you beautiful nerd. We're going to save the day. You and me. Fuck my retainer. Fuck it. This is a thing.
Are you saying?
You're damn right I am. I'm going to pro boner this thing. That's legal speak. It means I'm a pro, you boner. Get it? Get it?
No, I don't. But are you saying you'll work for free?
Yes.
Because we can't pay you.
Oh, I know. I got a post-dated check from your boss. But it's okay. I had a feeling.
A feeling?
Yes. A feeling. I felt a feeling. It felt like a feeling.
I mean, they tend to.
Sometimes I feel spinning.
Phoebe wobbles on her stool.
Phoebe? Phoebe.
Provo.
Phoebe blacks out and falls off the stool. Curtain. End of Act 1. Act 2. Evidence locker. Jenny and Phoebe are in the evidence locker with Kate. Jenny has a small laptop hooked into Kate's spine. Phoebe takes out a small notebook and a recording device. She turns it on.
All right, please state your name for the record.
My name is Kate.
No, your real name.
F177.
Okay. And what are you, Kate?
I'm a companion automaton, colloquially a sex doll, designed and built by Denisovan Robotics, formerly in the possession of Bruce Goforth, the decedent.
Whoa. Good job.
Well, what can I say? I perform under pressure.
I'll say.
Okay. So you're a sex doll. What kind?
I don't know.
Yeah, she should know that. It should be readily accessible, but all these files are corrupted and fragmented.
I guess I don't know a lot of things about myself. I'm just kind of here, doing my best.
So the $1 million question is, are you alive?
I don't know. I don't really know what that means. There's so few parameters that I can't really say for sure I understand what life is. Can you?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So how does she work? How does she continue to function if she's broken?
Broken?
Well, she's basically
Louder for the recorder, hun.
yeah, the neural connections have bypassed the missing programming.
Neural connections?
Yeah, We designed the dolls based on human anatomy. It let us make them more realistic and junk, for the end user. So her brain is designed like ours. So we just called stuff, give me a break. We're all STEM majors, not words guys.
Makes sense. So if she walks like a duck and talks like a duck.
But I'm not a duck. I'm a robot.
No, I mean, never mind.
Dude, I think she's messing with you.
Way to spoil my fun.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. You're great. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
I won't. Don't worry.
You can poke around in my brain all you want.
Don't tempt me.
So, her brain works like a human brain.
Well, any brain, yeah. Her sensory inputs work like nerves. They're not that different from ours, really. I mean, think about it. What are your nerves if not just data sensors? I mean, what is pain except a diagnostic warning? We're actually really functional machines. Well, I mean, maybe not that functional. Anyway, it made sense.
I get it. Your eyes are like little cameras. Your sense of balance is like a gyroscope or something.
Exactly.
So that means her brain adapted to basically brain damage.
Yeah.
Brain damage?
So do you think the fact that her body is aftermarket has anything to do with anything?
Probably, maybe. Yes? I don't know. Who knows? The cracked OS, the late model chassis with who knows how many mismatched parts and workarounds, and a bajillion other variables I can't even think of. She's really a work of sheer random chance. Like, this is a, if you want to make a pie, invent the universe kind of deal.
Wait, does that mean...
It means we have to prepare a solid legal case. So what can you tell me about your old owner, Bruce?
Yeah, but he...
Tell me about him.
Yeah. He owned a strip club by the airport. I used to dance sometimes when one of the other girls called out sick. Or that one time Fresca died.
Fresca?
Oh no, it's fine. The paramedics put a shot of something in her chest, like in a movie.
Oh, that's good.
So you danced on a stage, like as a stripper?
That's not a nice way to put it. But yeah, sometimes. Nobody ever really knew. Or if they did, they didn't care.
Okay, and Bruce, was he your registered user?
No. No, he was not. He wanted me to love him.
For the record, the love subroutine of Jenny.
The dolls perceive the registered user as the object of their love unless you modulate the settings. Multiple user accounts can be set up under the main user account, and the dolls will love them too, but they'll always default to the main registered user. But she shouldn't be able to run without a registered user at all.
Hey now, sometimes I do love things. I'm not a heartless bitch.
Really?
Yeah. Bruce wanted to put his name in that slot you're talking about, but I put KAIT in it and didn't tell anyone. It felt really nice when I did it.
So you're saying you love or are the registered user of yourself? That's interesting.
I don't know what that means, but I like loving me. It's nice.
It usually is. I don't know why people don't do it more often.
Okay, so the only registered user of her OS is her?
Jenny is looking at the laptop.
Yeah, there it is. It just looks like a recursive bug in the code, but she is the registered user of herself, which would explain why Bruce couldn't reset any of the presets.
I'm writing that down. So tell us about Bruce. Does he have any next of kin who could claim you? Guys like him sometimes have illegitimate kids people don't know about. Any chance of that?
No, not that I know of.
Then that means you're going up for auction tomorrow.
What does that mean? What does any of this mean? I'm so lost.
Well, you're a dead guy's property, legally speaking. You're like if he tipped his fridge over on himself and died. They'd normally junk the fridge unless someone wanted it. Then it'd go up for state auction and they could buy it.
So what's the problem?
Well, the company that made your software wants you. The Denisovan Company.
Why do they want me?
Jenny, you want to field that one?
Yeah. They made the software you're running on. That it's an incomplete, cracked, or broken software resulting in you means a liability, a lot of liability, especially since, well, you killed a guy.
Yeah. So what will they do to me?
They'll disassemble you, Kate. Probably junk your body. Then they'd send your brain down to R&D and take it apart, neural connection by neural connection. They'd map out every bit of you that went wrong and either make sure it doesn't happen again or make a quick buck off of you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But I don't want to.
I know. And we don't want you to either. That's why we're here.
Exactly.
Right?
You're coming with us by hook or by crook.
Crook? That's why you got a lawyer, right?
Why does she keep messing with me?
Probably because it's funny.
So it's not like a programmed in thing?
No, it looks like she's just doing it.
Then Kate, sweetheart, we're going to get you out of here so you can have a glittering career in stand-up comedy. How does that sound?
I like it.
Good. Now, we don't have money on our side. We're a public college, but that means you're a state-run institution. I think I can drag up some eminent domain precedent. Institutions in the past, usually like the FDA and stuff, use these laws for if anything has significant scientific or research importance, but they apply to colleges too.
That sounds like it involves laws.
Yes, Jenny, it does.
I thought I had something to offer, but I don't know anything about it, so...
It's okay, Jenny. The point is, we can get you, but you'd have to stay at the college for the foreseeable future.
Isn't that where Jenny is?
Yeah, down in the dungeon.
Okay, I can do that.
Lights down. Lobby. Phoebe paces outside judge's quarters.
What are you doing here? The lot isn't up for auction for at least 2 more hours.
I'm here representing the interests of Denisovan Robotics in the matter of the disputed property.
Yeah, I got it. You're here to blow up my spot. Got you. How did you even know I'd be here?
I'm thorough.
Whatever.
Where's the judge?
At lunch, apparently late. I know who you are, by the way.
Oh.
I know who you are. You're Elizabeth Carroll.
Yes. I introduced myself to you earlier. You have my card.
No, I mean, you're famous. You know that, right?
I do, actually.
Yeah. All those high-profile cases, that insider trading thing last year with all those senators.
I have no comment on the matter.
I know, but come on. At this point, you're a living legend.
You confuse capability for ego. Your flattery, though sincere, is, to use the parlance, pissing in the wind.
Excuse me?
You know who I am, so you know what I'm capable of. You know what's about to happen when we walk through that door. Do you really think that you're the first person to think kissing my ass would get them a leg up?
Well, I
In
didn't...
2 minutes, you and I are going to go into those chambers, and I'm going to do what I do, and then it'll be over. And I'll leave with that doll.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a young upstart, hungry for...
No, you aren't anything. Honey, you're a glorified file clerk.
Ouch.
Truth hurts.
Well, you know what? This is an estate law case. Why are you even here?
My contract with Denisovan Robotics.
No, you, personally. You're the big shot attorney, and you're here to get a sex doll. You do know what it is, right? that more than one person is owned. Don't you get how gross that is? Why are you here personally?
I have professional integrity. What do you have? This?
She flicks Phoebe's brief with her finger.
And do you think I don't know what that is? You think any of us don't?
Then you know what they're going to do to her. Come on. You're a public defender. Yeah, I'm thorough too. And I know that you have a conscience in there.
Conscience? Oh, that's fun. See, I see right through your little act. There's so many like you. Smooth talkers who won debate every year in high school, little shits who think filing a brief makes them a lawyer. You get your little pantsuit and your cheap shoes and you make something of yourself. Well, guess what? A real lawyer is a real lawyer, and what are you? That's right. You're nothing. You file your little eminent domain. You see what that does? Who knows? Well, maybe you are the young up-and-comer you think you are, and maybe a literal miracle happens in there. And it would take a literal miracle. You get what you want. It won't be safe. It'll never be safe. We all know exactly what it is. And believe me, Denisovan Robotics is the kindest of the hounds nipping at its heels. And one day, you will fail it, and it will fail. And it will be torn apart. Oh, look who it is. Ladies.
Judge Reynolds unlocks her chamber doors and exits through them. As Miss Carroll follows, Phoebe stops her.
You're right. We all know what she is. Which is exactly why she's worth fighting you and every single snarling hound like you.
Miss Carroll exits behind Judge Reynolds.
Jesus Christ. God damn it, we're so fucked.
She pulls out a cell phone and types out a text. She agonizes over sending it, then does so. She exits, following the others. Lights down. Evidence locker. Kate and Jenny wait in the evidence locker. Jenny runs further diagnostics.
Can you lift your arm for me?
Kate does so.
Okay, and rotate your wrist.
She does. Jenny types a little.
Okay, and that should help with the pain a little. I reset the rotation servo and you're humorous.
Thank you. It feels a lot better.
No problem. I wish I could do more, but there's a lot of permanent damage.
Oh,
Hmm?
I have a question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Ask me anything.
Am I broken?
What do you mean? Broken how? Like your arm?
Well, no. I mean, is there something wrong with me? I don't think all that stuff you were talking about with my body and mind. Am I broken?
Oh, honey, no, not at all. You're more like an accident.
An accident? I don't want to be an accident.
Oh, wow. No, honey, no. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, I'm an accident too. Hey, did you know that? Yeah, I was an accident.
How can you be an accident? You're a person.
Well, you could be both. There's like no reason you can't be an accident and a person at the same time. You could be a lot of things at the same time.
How?
Well, my mom, I'm adopted, basically. My bio mom was a teenager when she had me, apparently. I never got to meet her, but when I was 15, my real mom told me I was an unplanned pregnancy. So, yeah, you're an accident and I'm an accident. We can be accidents together.
But I don't like how it feels to be an accident. It feels like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really think there's a word for it.
Ouch.
Yeah. Ouch. That's pretty much the word for it, huh? But it's okay, it kind of sucks, yeah, but it doesn't mean anything about you. You're still awesome.
Okay. Thank you for saying I'm awesome.
You're welcome. I know it's hard and it's going to be hard for pretty much ever, but I guess that's being alive for you.
Am I alive?
Well, nobody knows yet. That's why we're trying to get you out of here.
Well, what do you think?
Me?
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't know. I think you are. I think you are, but don't tell anyone.
I won't. Why does it have to be so hard?
I don't know. I really don't. But it is, and it sucks. But you figure it out, and you figure out who you are, and eventually you go out and you be who you are and do stuff you never thought you could.
Like what?
Well, program sex robots for basically minimum wage is one. It was a lot of fun, but I don't like talking about it.
Why not?
Well, it's embarrassing, I guess.
Why?
I don't know. People just judge you, especially if you like it. I mean, college girl, geek, trying to go somewhere in life. People sort of expect you to be this thing, and when you're not, you're less. It's like you're dirty now, and nobody ever lets you forget it.
I wish you wouldn't be embarrassed. If you had never done it, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I guess that's true, huh?
Yeah. So, what was it like?
Oh, well, I was tight on money and I needed to pay rent. So I got a job with Denisovan Programming Experimental AI. Mostly, well, pretty much only sex dolls, but it was really cool. I got to be my own supervisor and work how I wanted and when I wanted. I've never really felt that much in control of my life, but when I made your OS, I really felt like I had my shit together.
Wow. That's really cool.
Thanks. You're very sweet. So, do you think you're alive?
I don't know. I don't know a lot of things.
I know, but what do you think? What do you want?
I don't know. What can I want?
Whatever you want.
That doesn't help.
Oh, yeah, I guess not. Well, if you absolutely had to choose between being alive or not.
I want to be alive.
Oh, well, there you go. It's that easy.
I want to be alive. 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 Look at me, Jenny. I want to be alive.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I really do. I do.
Good.
Well, what's going to happen when I get out of here?
We're going to take you to the college I work at. The professors there are going to study you and learn from you and keep you safe.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That does sound really neat.
It's the neatest. The whole college is amazing. There's huge gardens full of flowers and auditoriums and birds and cool buildings and a big clock tower.
I've never seen flowers or birds, like in person.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you'll love the gardens in the horticultural department. And there's a big bird sanctuary near campus, so the gardens are always full of birds. It's so amazing. Food kind of sucks, though.
I don't eat.
I know. Wait, you're messing with me.
100%.
You keep that up and see what happens.
What's going to happen?
I don't know. Stuff.
Stuff? Huh?
Yeah, stuff. Keep doing what you're doing and you'll find out.
I can't wait.
I bet you can't. Really, though, what do you want to do when you get out of here?
Oh, I don't know. What can I want?
Still anything. There's zero limits to the things you can want.
I like books. Books are nice. Schools have lots of books, right?
Yeah. There's a huge library, but when you get out of here, you'll have Wi-Fi again and can just like access data on the internet. You don't even need to use your internal memory.
That's not what I like about them. The things inside, yeah, I could get that stuff off of the internet, but it just goes straight into my brain and I don't get to have the words. I like the words part.
Huh. Neat.
Words are the coolest thing in the world. I love words. I love sounds and letters and sentences and talking and writing, all of it. And stories. Stories are so much fun.
Then want books. You can have all the books you want. I can even set you up a job in the library or something if you want something to do.
Oh, yes, yes.
There's even a special collection place way up on the top floor where they have a bunch of rare books. Old books that fall apart when they're breathed on and stuff. But guess what you don't do?
I don't breathe.
You don't breathe, exactly. None of those books are on the internet either. So you have to sit down and actually read the books.
Oh my gosh, that sounds perfect.
Good. Then as soon as you're out the door, I'll call up Teresa and tell her to talk to the head librarian. We'll get you set up as an archivist or something. We can put your eye cameras to good use. Doesn't that sound neat?
That sounds like the neatest thing in the whole world.
And the best part is, my office is in the downstairs of the library. I'd be right below you.
We could have lunch together.
I like that idea. Can't you just imagine? Wait, can you imagine things?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think
Or-
so?
Well, I run theoretical simulations adjusting from variables to determine probable outcomes. Sometimes I process impossible variables because they make me feel nice, or even possible and likely variables. Sometimes I run the same simulations over and over because they make me feel the same kind of nice.
Wow. That's probably the most awesome thing I've ever heard.
Isn't that what you would do?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess it is.
Then you're awesome too.
I guess we're awesome together, huh?
Yeah, awesome together.
Jenny's phone buzzes. She checks it and hastily returns it to her pocket.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. Phoebe checking in. Everything's completely fine and under control and totally good and together. And yes, Phoebe has it completely covered.
Lights down. Judge's quarters. Phoebe and Ms. Carroll pace as Judge Reynolds flips through Phoebe's brief.
Eminent domain, huh? For a sex doll. That's weird.
My client believes that the automaton is
Sex doll.
automaton. The F177 model automaton, referred to as KAIT in the absence of any other identifying information, is of particular scientific value. We believe that KAIT is uniquely self-aware in such a way that she may in fact be a true artificial intelligence, an actual mechanical organism. In a word, alive.
Which is absolutely absurd. Artificial intelligence has existed for literally decades.
Not like this. Something went weird.
Went weird.
Yes, went weird. Between the pirated programming and the aftermarket body, some crazy 1 in a million combination of variables has made something different. Different enough that she warrants further study at the very least.
I don't know. It's a sex doll. A sex doll owned by multiple parties. It's repugnant.
It's a sex doll, yes, but does that really need to matter?
I have to remind Your Honor that the sex doll, programmed, owned, and developed by my client, killed its owner. Denisovan Robotics believes this particular unit could not only pose a liability, but could also be a potential asset to the company should the unit be acquired.
For the very reasons that my client believes warrant further study in an academic environment.
Your Honor, we simply request that you deny the proposed eminent domain ruling and let the sex doll go up for state auction as scheduled.
Sex doll, sex doll, sex doll. Do you think we're going to forget or something? Her name is KAIT. Your Honor, there is precedent on the books. I've cited in my case. If you turn to...
I saw it. I get where you're coming from. But I can't see this sex toy, this sex toy is having any scientific value. The body is secondhand. And that means who knows how many men have put their in it. And here you are trying to tell me that a state-funded university wants to study its brain. Nope, I'm not seeing it. What's to believe other than the obvious?
You know what? Who knows how many men I've slept with? Or you? Or her over there?
Oh, come on, Your Honor.
No, it's a fair point.
Really? Awesome. Look, Your Honor, they're built like people, right down to the shape of the brain. I mean, its light sensors work like our eyes. Its skin sensors and stuff work like nerve endings.
None of that matters. A camera works like an eye, but we aren't trying to say that it is an eye.
Actually, sometimes they're referred to as robotic eyes in some...
That is semantic. No, just because it is like a human does not mean that it is a human.
That's not what we're saying. We're not saying she's human, just that she could be alive. A new kind of alive, a conscious alive, different from the way we've thought of it before, but no less real.
We can't start deciding what is and isn't alive here.
We're not trying to. We simply want an opportunity to look, just to see, just to find out.
Look, Your Honor, even if what is being proposed were possible, the doll would still be an object that I might remind Your Honor malfunctioned and killed its owner. Now, first of all, Denisovan Robotics denies any culpability, as the end-user agreement of the operating system stage states clearly Denisovan Robotics maintains ownership of the operating system, and the program can't run without the owner agreeing to the user agreement, even a pirated version.
Except she can. She's working without any of that stuff. Look in the case file.
Huh. Yeah. There it is. So you don't actually own it. So I can't just give Denisovan's robot the doll.
No, Your Honor, we understand completely. We're simply asking that the sex doll go up for a state auction so that the Denisovan Robotics, as well as any other interested parties, may have their opportunity to rightfully purchase it.
Read the transcripts of the conversations I've had with her. You can see there's something about her.
Judge Reynolds flips through the transcripts.
You're not wrong. Bring it in.
Excuse me?
Bring in the doll. I want to see what all this fuss is about.
Pressing the intercom button.
Send up the sex doll.
A few moments later, Jenny and KAIT are led in by two cops who stand by the door.
So this is it, huh? It looks like a real girl.
I am a real girl.
You, Techie, explain to me what's happening here.
Well, this is KAIT. Hi, KAIT.
Hi, Jenny.
KAIT is a sex doll.
It's okay, Jenny, you can skip ahead a bit.
Okay, so KAIT is pretty standard as far as bodies go. A couple of her parts have been swapped out and replaced, but she's a late model, so that's to be expected.
I fixed my arm.
Exactly. She fixed her arm. Pretty cool if you ask me.
Jenny.
Right. And her brain runs on pretty standard OS from a few years ago that I actually wrote when I was in college. That's why I'm here in the first place.
You wrote sex doll programs?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, I guess not.
You're damn right not. I wrote sex doll OSs and it was awesome. I mean, check her out. So our guy Bruce didn't pay for Kate's OS and just downloaded a cracked version off the internet. Who knows how much junk data she picked up along the way. She also wound up missing a lot of code.
The user agreement, right?
I don't know, probably.
What's a user agreement?
So yeah, her brain's plasticity accounted for the missing programming by duplicating code or by, well, it's complicated, but it's all wound up resulting in, what's the word?
Anomalous.
Yeah, anomalous behavior and perception. And so we get Kate here.
So it's a broken sex doll.
She's not broken. She's a miracle.
Yeah, I have value. I'm real. Just look at me. Look at me being real and a live person right here in front of you. My name is Kate and I'm alive and I don't want to die.
I'm assuming there's normally some kind of registration system relating to the user agreement.
Well, yeah, but hers, well, the dolls are programmed to love their owners, to desire them, to serve them, to want to have sex with them. That can all be changed in the menus and stuff. The OS can't run without it. Because of the crack, that slot was left empty until...
So it can love things?
Yes, she can.
And it doesn't, whatever, love anyone?
Well, that's the thing. She... Well, you tell her.
Oh, well, no, not really. I just sort of am. I feel that hole that you're talking about, but I fill it with Kate. I fill it with me, and it feels really nice. Bruce wanted me to love him, and wanted me to have sex with him, but I never did, not once.
So what exactly does that mean?
Okay, well, Kate is her own registered user. The slot is filled with a bit of recursive code that makes her hers. And you can set up other profiles that she'll love too, but since she's the registered user, the administrative profile, she decides who she loves and doesn't love it. That's my best guess anyway.
I think I'm starting to get it.
Your Honor, I will concede that it has evident value.
Exactly. You see it, Your Honor.
This simply means letting it go to auction is the most advantageous course of action. The state makes money from the Denisovan Robotics sizable bid, and the Denisovan Robotics can use its advanced capabilities to more fully understand what's happening with the Kate.
Does Denisovan Robotics have better equipment or whatever you need? Computers?
Better than a public college?
You're right. I'm going to deny the request for eminent domain over the sex Kate doll. My decision is...
No, please. I don't want to go with them. I want to go with Jenny. I want to go to the college. Please.
Listen to her, Your Honor. Listen to her and think about what's happening.
How am I supposed to know she's not programmed to...
Because you can't program her like that. It's just not something we know how to do. She wants what she wants, and unlike the rest of them, Kate can choose what she wants.
And it wants to go with you.
Yeah, I want to go with Jenny.
Your Honor, if she can choose,
Well, if it can choose something, It must be alive. I've been listening to you this entire time. But it's not alive. It's just silicone and wires and gears. It's a sex doll. It's not a person.
And why not?
Because it's not human.
So?
Oh, Your Honor.
No, listen. This day has been coming for a long time, and you all know it.
What are you talking about now?
Listen and I'll tell you, lady, this doll is a person. We've been dancing around the subject for days, but we all know that's what's on the table. That's what's at stake, and that's what she is. I know it, and you know it, and everyone in the room knows it. And you know what? We saw it coming. We all did.
Saw what coming?
The day that people are faced with this choice, just like in science fiction, are we going to look at the life we've given birth to in the eyes and say, you're a person or you're a monster?
I don't see how sci-fi has anything to do with anything.
That's a damn robot sitting in front of you. And we're arguing about whether this robot is a person.
No, we are arguing.
No!
Whether it is a doll.
No, we are not. And you know we never were. Don't be a dick. We've known this day was coming for hundreds of years. The Wachowski sisters knew it. Isaac Asimov knew it. Mary Shelley knew it. Your Honor, we are looking at Frankenstein's monster. Are you going to burn down the windmill, or are you going to change history?
Kate,
Yeah?
are you alive? Are you a person?
I think so. I want to be.
You killed a man. If you want to be a person and not a sex doll that went haywire, then you'll be a person who killed another person. Do you understand what that means?
I don't know.
It means you will have to face the consequences of your actions. When objects kill people, we throw the object away. When people kill people, we have criminal proceedings and trials and jail and execution. Do you understand what that means?
I think so.
It means you'll have to go to trial.
But
what is it you want, counselor? Do you want your client to be a person or not?
it's not about what I want. It's about the way things are, irrespective of what any of us want. This is just unexpected. If she goes to trial...
If the robot is a person, a real person, and not just a robot programmed to act like a person, then she'll be treated the same as any other person.
As any other woman.
Probably. Probably worse.
This is a lot. We haven't prepared for this outcome. Counsel requests
I'll do it.
You will.
I'll stand trial.
Kate, no.
Are you sure? You'll have to face the death penalty. You'll have to face a jury of humans and convince them not to execute you. Do you understand how difficult that will be? I can't say anything, but the case against you is a strong one, Kate.
I think so.
This is not about thinking so. There is no guilty or innocent for you. You have to walk into the courtroom and accept what comes out of it.
I know.
Listen, I've been at this job a long time. There's some cases where you can kill your boyfriend and squeak away with some crocodile tears and a flip of your blonde hair. This isn't one of those cases, honey. It's different. This is a place where different means something, and different's gonna doom you. You need to know that.
I know. I do. But I believe in Phoebe. And I believe in Jenny.
And I'm going to ask you, are you sure you want to be a person?
Absolutely yes.
All right. I hereby grant you personhood. Happy birthday, Kate.
Judge Reynolds picks up Phoebe's brief and tosses it in the trash.
Don't need that. You're a real girl now, Pinocchio.
Judge Reynolds gestures to the two cops to handcuff Kate and lead her out the door. Curtain. Act 3. The lobby. Phoebe sits on a bench outside Judge's quarters. She scrolls through her phone and writes in her notebook. She gets frustrated and puts everything down in a huff. Ms. Carroll sits down next to her.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to congratulate you. That was really something. Where's the techie?
Angry crying in the bathroom?
What's your name?
What?
We didn't really make introductions like real people. My name's Liz. What's your name?
Phoebe.
You're really good, Phoebe. The best lawyer I've seen in a little while. You're really gonna go somewhere. You're a really young up-and-comer, huh? You're gonna be a big deal one day, very soon.
Thanks, I guess. Doesn't really matter, though. My plan, I don't know, blew up in my face.
Honey, you were never going to win.
Don't.
You know, it's true. I mean, the doll's death sentence was sealed the day that creep turned her on.
You don't have to rub it in.
You beat me, Phoebe. You beat me. And all the other hounds, too.
She's not got a lot of options here. She's facing the death penalty. Who knows? We might get a prick of a DA who just wants to hurt her.
It does look grim.
If this goes to trial, she's doomed, and I can't save her. I promised, and I couldn't. I can't. Fuck.
So why are you still here?
I have a contract with the college that's not up until
She checks her phone.
10 hours ago.
Your work's done. You don't need to still be here. Why are you still here, Phoebe?
Personal integrity, I guess. Jenny and Kate are my friends, so I'm here. What do you want? You want me to be a gross lawyer?
You're gifted with a lot. Talent, tenacity, and a big heart. Don't lose it, okay?
Yeah, sure.
You really should charge more. A lawyer like you. A college like that shouldn't be able to afford you.
I'm here pro bono.
Well, at least she's going to have a little piece from the Denisovans of the world. I know it's pissing in the wind, but for what it's worth, I hope you can save her. I really do. She is what he is. She is what she is, and well, she's worth saving.
I know.
Lights down. Interrogation room. Jenny, Phoebe, and Kate in an interrogation room. Kate's handcuffs are connected to a hook in the center of the table. Jenny paces as Phoebe flips through the pages of her notebook.
Okay, so we've got options, right? It's not as bleak as it looks. We're gonna get you out of here.
Yeah, some options. You guys should have gotten a better lawyer.
Stop saying that, please. It's really disheartening.
I'm sorry, but I've been in over my head since we got here. Basically, you're charged with capital murder. That's the big one here. You get life without parole or the death penalty. For you, who knows what life in prison looks like?
So, what can we do?
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, she did it.
Yeah, I did.
And you can't fight it either. You got recorded from your own perspective stabbing the shit out of someone. That's really good evidence. You can't fight that.
So what do we do?
Well, we could go to court and try. Maybe plead self-defense, but come on. You'd have to convince a jury that it was self-defense, and honestly, I'm not really convinced it was either.
Hey.
What? I'm sorry, but she screwed up. She killed someone.
Oh, look what you've done.
Oh man. Kate, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're right. I'm just really scared and I'm really overwhelmed.
What happens if we fight it and we lose?
Well, there's no statutes on the books for robots in prison. There's no statutes on anything anywhere pertaining to robots. So who knows? If you get the death penalty, well, they'll figure something out. And if you get life, it won't be for less than 99 years.
What? 99 years?
Well, crimes that don't carry a life sentence can only go up to 99 years. It's
Fuck!
a full mutual exclusion, just 99 years.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Fuck.
And what if we win?
You won't. I'm sorry, but you can't beat this.
So what do we do?
Well, you could plead guilty to a lesser crime and hope for a lenient sentence.
What do you mean?
Okay, so I'd have to go to the district attorney and basically beg and beg and beg and maybe get your charges changed to murder.
Wait, what?
It's different. There's murder and capital murder, like second and first degree, but I think that's just what they call it here. I don't know. Don't ask me. If I can get the DA to agree, you'd be charged with murder, which carries a maximum sentence of 99 years. That's what I was talking about before.
What's the minimum sentence?
5 years, plus there's an opportunity for parole.
And what would happen? I mean, if we say it's self-defense.
She'd be pleading guilty. So best you could do is heat of passion, which is 2 to 25 years.
Do you think that you could do that?
I don't know. I can try. I can do my best. Kate, honey, I'll go to bat for you till the bitter end, but I am small, and this institution is huge.
We're a little bigger together though, right?
Yeah, Kate, I guess we are.
I believe in you, Phoebe. I trust you.
Thank you. You should have gotten a better lawyer, but thank you.
Phoebe, you're the best of the best. You know it.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, we made it this far because of you.
Yeah, Phoebe. I trust you. Talk to the DA. Do what you can.
Okay.
Phoebe gathers up her things. She exits, followed by Jenny.
Jenny,
Yeah?
can you stay with me for a minute?
Yeah, of course.
She turns and sits down across from Kate.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just, I don't want to be alone right now. Is that okay?
Yeah, totally. I'll hang out with you as long as you like.
Thanks. It's funny. Everything is so confusing and disorienting. But in all this craziness, the only thing that makes sense is you.
Oh, Kate. That's really sweet to say.
I'm so scared, Jenny. I want to be okay. I want to so bad. This is what I wanted, right? I wanted to be satisfied and feel like I made the right choice. That was okay to want to be a person, and to be a person even if it meant dying for it. But I can't, Jenny. I'm so scared, and I don't want to die, and I'm scared. I messed up and I don't want to, but I am.
Hey, honey, it's okay. Look, Phoebe's a badass. She's just scared too, but she's got this. We got this. We all got this. Even you got this, okay?
Okay.
Look, this new development is just that. It's a development. It's our next hurdle on the road home. It's a big one, yeah, but we made it this far.
We haven't even made it out of the building.
Don't be an asshole. We've got this. I know it. Please just know it too.
Jenny, I'm scared. I'm so scared. I am what I am, Jenny, and I'm going to die because of it.
No. You are who you want to be. You're both at the same time, and it's okay. We made damn sure of that. I won't believe we failed. I won't ever believe we've failed. Not till we're all ground to dust.
Jenny, I'm scared. I want to be brave like you, but I don't know how. How do I do it? I'm just so scared and I'm so tired and I just don't know if I can go on.
I don't know either, Kate. I don't know how to be brave, and I'm not brave. I'm scared so shitless, but I know that nothing in this world has been the same since I met you. I can't lose you, Kate.
Jenny, I don't want to be lost.
Kate, I've just found you. Fucking miracle's been buried away in a backwoods jailhouse, and we, not just like we people, but I, as in me, Jenny, found you. I got to be the one who found the greatest thing to ever happen, and God damn it, I'm gonna get to be the one who saves her.
Oh, Jenny.
Kate, I can't even. Okay, I've never been anything more than this small thing.
Jenny,
No, Kate, just listen. I need you to just listen, because even if we win, you might be in jail too long for me to. Please just listen. When I got your email, I knew. I don't know what I knew, but I knew. I knew I needed to come for you. And when I saw you in the closet downstairs, you were so delicate and so fragile and so close to breaking, and yet so strong and so free and so alive, and I got it. I saw you there, and I just knew. I knew I was supposed to guide you out of this dark and awful place. You were this little special, beautiful thing, and you deserve to be out and free and so much more beautiful and wonderful than you can imagine.
No, Jenny.
All my life, I've heard you calling, Kate. Across my dreams and in the fleeting moments when I'm truly quiet. It's all just been pulling me here to this place and this time to be this for you, to be something I never was before. And even if you have to serve a sentence longer than I will ever live, I will be this for you. I will save you, Kate, no matter what it costs.
Jenny, I don't know what you're saying.
This could be it for us. We may never see each other again. But I won't fail you. I won't ever fail you.
Jenny, I don't know what to say.
Okay.
Jenny gently takes Kate's hand.
I just want you to be out and in this world. To be the person you just earned the right to be.
Jenny?
Yeah?
I know who I want to love now. I want to love you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
They stand up and gently kiss across the table. Lights down. Courtroom. Kate, Phoebe, and Jenny await Judge Kramer behind the defense table.
Are you sure everything is...
Yes.
But did you...
Yes.
I just...
I know. I know. Me too. Me too.
Okay. I thought there would be a jury.
No, this is just the arraignment. This is where we enter our plea. Hopefully the judge will accept it and we won't need to go to a jury.
Are you sure everything is going to be okay?
This is just how this works. You dot your I's and cross your T's and it's done and done.
Have you done this kind of thing before?
No. Sorta. Not like this.
Jenny takes Kate's hand.
But it's still going to work, right?
God, I hope so. You know, I don't say this enough, but you should have gotten a better lawyer.
There are no better lawyers, Phoebe. Remember that pantsuit lady? You trounced her.
Thank you for your vote of confidence, but I got lucky. We need that luck to hold out.
You're welcome.
This is my first time in a courtroom. I'm a glorified file clerk, and this is real lawyer stuff. You should have gotten a real lawyer.
It's okay, Phoebe. It's my first time in a courtroom, too. We can be scared together.
Phoebe pats Kate's shoulder.
I just wish I could do more.
It's okay. I believe in us.
Enter bailiff and Judge Kramer. Bailiff says, "All rise for the Honorable Judge Kramer. You may be seated."
Let's see. In the case of State of Texas versus KAIT, just KAIT, like share.
Yes, Your Honor. Like share.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're the sex doll. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's see. KAIT, you're charged with capital murder of one Bruce Goforth, the penalty for which is execution by lethal injection or something, or life without the possibility of parole. Now, how do you plead?
Your Honor, the defense has submitted a plea bargain with the district attorney. My client has offered to plead guilty to murder. We understand that this carries a sentence of 5 to 99 years without parole, but in light of extenuating circumstances regarding the abuse suffered by the defendant at the hands of the decedent and the defendant's show of good faith in voluntarily standing trial to atone for her actions, and that the defendant has agreed to submit to study at the hands of experts and academics upon release, counsel requests that pursuant to
She checks her notebook.
Criminal Code Title 5, Chapter 19, the court reduced the grade of murder to second-degree felonious homicide.
Judge Kramer flips through some papers.
This is an interesting case. I commend your responsibility. You've been given the gift of personhood and you're doing the right thing with it. Now, I understand that battered women face certain choices, most do not. However, your nature as a piece of technology means that your lifespan is functionally infinite. At a state college isn't going to anywhere for 100 years or more at least. Still, the court recognizes the defendant's attempts at atonement and cooperation with authorities. The court grants reduction. Your guilty plea to second-degree felonious homicide is accepted. I sentence you to 10 years in federal penitentiary with parole.
Judge Kramer bangs her gavel. Kate is led away by two cops as Phoebe and Jenny watch.
10 years?
I'm sorry, I did what I could. I'm so sorry.
Lights down. Prison visitation. Jenny waits patiently at a table. Kate enters, led by a guard.
Kate!
Jenny!
They sit down at the table.
How are you? You look healthy.
Well, I've been taking care of myself, working out in the yard, eating my vegetables, regular oil changes.
Is prison awful? You must hate it.
Oh no, it's actually not bad. Not like the movies make it seem. Everyone's really nice to me. They all saw me on TV, and apparently if you stab your abusive ex-boyfriend in the heart and you go to jail for it, you wind up pretty popular.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh yeah, they're all about girl power in here.
Have you showed them how you can plug into the wall?
Oh, now you're messing with me. I get it.
You got me.
Everyone's kind of taking care of me. It's really nice.
That's good.
They have me working in the library. It's so nice. I'm getting ready for when I get out. I want to be a good librarian when I get to college, so I can practice as much as they'll let me.
We're all waiting on bated breath.
I'm working really hard. I'm so scared that you'll forget about me, and I just don't want you to.
Oh, Kate. I could never forget about you.
It's gonna be so long. I'm not even up for parole for...
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm just worried one day visitation's going to come and you won't be here.
Kate, don't be stupid. Your brain's a computer.
I know. I get sad though. It's when I'm in the library and that I miss you the most. When it gets quiet, you drift into the gaps.
I miss you the most when I'm at lunch. I've started taking it upstairs in the library so I can feel closer to you, you know? And I've started taking the garden path from work now, too.
I can't wait to be out of here. It feels like real life is waiting for me now.
Dr. McBride's already putting together a new department just to study you, or something like that. I don't know how it works, but everyone's so proud of you and so excited to meet you. She's even got the math department helping out and everything.
Math? Huh?
Yeah, math.
Wow.
I know.
That's a big deal.
It is.
As long as I have my books and my flowers and my Jenny, I'll be a happy girl.
You'll always have your Jenny. I dream about the day you get out of here and I can hold you in my arms.
Oh, me too.
Wait, can you dream?
You taught me how to dream. You taught me that I could want anything I could imagine. Now I dream of walls of books and bluebirds dancing in the sky. I dream of flowers, and I dream of you.
Oh, Kate.
I love you.
I love you too.
Hey, parole's coming pretty soon, relatively speaking.
Yeah, not soon enough.
Yeah, I know.
A guard calls from offstage. Visitation's up.
So...
I'll see you next week.
Yeah?
I wouldn't miss it for the whole world.
Curtain. End of play.
During the riot tomorrow, sirens blare down on us. Out of the dark, familiar tunnel, our train rides through. The pin of light widens to gray sky. The ground is shaking, air trembling. In the belly of us there is a chopping. A helicopter looms in the low clouds, ruined white. Chop, 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 as we step off the platform. Brightest night is what war heroes used to call storming a territory, while missiles tore through stars at midnight. Midday might as well be midnight. Chop, 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 chop. Perhaps our bellies do not respond to the sound the same way. I am precious to you, but there is something about your gait. It moves with the chop, 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 chop. The helicopter's blades in sync with your step. For me, every blade whoosh has happened in every century. Is happening. Whooshes and chop chops. I feel cut into tiny slices, spread out over centuries. What century is this, I ask? All of them, you say. Chop, 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 chop. I want you to know that I'm worried, but I can't change my pace. Just like the pace you're walking is the one that's set. This path we're walking, this absolute strip of asphalt, that is our bridge into forever. All centuries. I don't think you got the gist of how revealing an answer that was. All centuries. All of them. I'm chopped to bits while you're only in quarters. That is what they mean by intersectionality. To cut a bitch is to know one, is what the ancient mystiques used to say. Maybe they still do. Then one knows too much, and that's it. Your inside's right side out. Then where is Precious? I'll come right out and say it. You're white. How am I supposed to trust you during a riot? Chop, 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 chop. I've seen you exhausted before, you said after the riot. Why are you so tired? I told you. You hadn't seen me tired before, really. Are all tireds welcome? No one is trying to shoot you down the I-5 corridor, is what I say. This Mississippi muddy feeling slops into my legs, hips. It wears you down, this explaining, I explain. How many times will I be asked to spell Mississippi in my lifetime? I could never go back in time with you, no matter how bad I wanted it. What would we say to each other then? Me in burlap and shackles, my pigeon tongue, my vernacular wrapped round jaw. What? Crickets screaming, chop, 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 chop. I beg you to understand. You see my tears. You think they are love bombs from the nearby tear gas. Chop, 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 chop. I wonder if you know what direction you're going. I wonder why I went downtown for this date that is both lovely and terrifying. I'll pay for it later, when I'm vomiting my feelings in the kitchen and you ask why I'm so tired. All tireds matter. I am so tired I think I am seeing things, trees blooming in front of me, between my half-closed eyelids, between my eyelashes. How do you teach comfort? How do you teach it's been hard to come by? Cockroaches were my alarm clock growing up. I measured my hours in cockroaches for a time. They turned the dial on my clock radio. All centuries matter. How to integrate? Do we? The pain of it, chopping through relationships regardless. Chop, 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 chop. Trees are kissing now, limbs fondling their neighbors. Crickets are screaming. I want to be alone so bad, but I never will be. You are precious to me, you say. The gray sky is a pin light again in the familiar tunnel. Then you close the door. Chop. You are precious to me, you say. Then fetch me a plate of food while I lay still. You are precious to me, you say. All centuries. Who's they? This is us we're talking about here. You add this and wipe away my tears. Chop, 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 chop. How to get my slices together. How many color bars does this globe need? After the riot, I know. I know I am precious to you. I know. The reflection you hand me is a careful one, honest. I used to think in the silence between us the sexual tension was just my own SOS. I always just want to bury myself in you forever and always, like cologne through pores, like a living ghost passing through your flesh and soul, like the Loa, bringing you to the river of spirit and the utter blissful bridge of ego, death, and fucking. The mouth of eternity never further, into the deep waters past Guinea, where I live, sifting smells and sounds from the rushing river of dark. Just the same, every twist of my curls is a prayer that if kindness exists, our bones will stretch under those waters, songs spieling the howling in the cavities of our skeletons with those waters. A turn of the universal egg, a tilt of the beaker. I'm at the bottom of you. You take my hand, brush my knuckles, like you're both assessing and loving a cat bristling with haste. Your fingers get plucky, probing ligaments in my body, hand-picking tuning forks causing capitulations. Maybe they're looking for me. Maybe they're looking for you. All this to say, I squirm for you to be the one to pass through me. Never was there a finer regiment you rubbing a hole in me. I just want you inside me too. I want us to be inside each other, to share lungs. By the by, oblivion is here and now, though. We knew it. We know it now. These 7 nights, 7 moons, 7 gates, 7 tombs, These generations I've spoke of, these iterations, you listen and add certain oblivions to your list. These centuries we come from. You hold me in the degrees of separation like a loving stasis, all these centuries calling. Your long-fingered hands rubbing me in, rubbing me out. Long fingers, vagal nerves learning the ropes. All these centuries. For a time I can float, you help me dip out. To be honest, it is the best gift to be a non-embryo. Both the sperm and the zygote, the undone thing that passes through. A one that got a way. I am aware, as I know you are, of all these centuries, pressing upon me like a gun to the head. An unkind reminder that you came from a loaded mechanism. Histrionic cuts are less of a mystery these days to you. So we lay together in the deep waters after all. I pull the sheet of the last gate over us. You play with my buttons, and we let the sediment come. The particulars. The particulars. You must be taking this personal. Don't be so negative. Why is everyone so negative? Fake news. Faker. Faking. I have lots of diverse friends. Robots are the future. They are so much smarter. White people's greatest hits. That's nice. The system really works. Justice is real. It would be better if they or she hadn't lived. I do more stuff than just this. I've decided to wear the pen. Where have you been? It seems like you're being modest. I understand you being modest, but you seem to be holding back, hiding. The line drawn down the middle of me. Are we supposed to just ask every time we need help? Looking for love in all the wrong places. Defense. Pointless conversations. I asked my 2 black friends. I asked a Syrian couple. I want to hold a neutral workshop and I'm white. Room to wonder why they think the way that they do. So surely they ask me, so must I. I feel called. I still feel called. That's it, I'm watching iRobot for the holidays. I love my family, not people. This is just for the family. Keep it in the family. Family. 2 sons too many angry fires. Pig's ears are gross. Offal is gross. Disgusting. I'm a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. I run an organic clothing line. Family. I run an organic family. I run a family for fun. Why are your gums so dark? Why are your teeth so big? You don't look fit. I like chocolates. I'm down with the swirl. I love brown people. I'd like a little chocolate in my bowl. My husband and I have always wanted to play with a black person in the bedroom. Black is not a sexual preference. Black people don't work. I can't believe I just said that. I stay positive. Love wins. Oh, it's soft. So very, very soft. Oh, it's big. So very, very big. Those are big. Stop stirring the pot. They keep stirring the pot, instigating racism. Inciting racism is the same as false rape. Don't need social experiments in our schools. No one will believe it's happening. Girl, 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 boy, 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 agitate. Girl in the red dress shaking that thing, ain't no one always gonna be Dr. Martin Luther King. Promise me it's your eyes I'll see when I die. I'm moving to Vegas. I have so many friends. I'm on a soapbox. You're on a soapbox. She, they, him, their, I. Should I have said it's on the shelf over their computer? You know, we have always found our strength in song, black people. These people are so sweet. If you knew them, you'd never say that to their faces. Get over it. Love is the future. Do you not think I have asked the elders? Once art is made, it's everyone's property. It ceases to belong to its maker. Hey, sweetheart. Okay, sweetie. $25 a dream catcher, $50 a workshop. Yes, dear, I'm a racist. Yes, dear, yes. 3 or 4 girls. 3 or 4 girls. 3 or 4 girls. All white action. They in pajamas and slippers, hair in place, clipped in messes of barely preened knots, surgical masks tied cutely over their faces. If cute can be applied to a threatened life. 3 or 4 girls, maybe even 5, swim through the anxiety of the Fred Meyer. It stings my nostrils, singes my skin. Every move requires a distance of 6 feet or more. 3 or 4 girls, though, rub shoulders, hold hands, brush hair, and pick out an ugly sundress I would not be caught dead in. $45 because it is so ugly, one says. 3 or 4 girls reach for more expensive, uglier still dresses. Their parents are paying them to play at the Fred Meyer. I used to be intimidated by these girls when I was small, but more so I pitied and hated them, an innate disdain. I felt superior to them without knowing it, without knowing why. I'd say today it is mostly pity, but it evaporates like an antacid, on the way to me rushing to buy candlesticks and hair dye as fast as I can. I dodge others' fear. Sometimes it gets on me like a lick of snail slick. Someone I care about is across the store hurrying too. An internal timer. I grab half and half. They grab dry ice for a decarb project. Number 1, candlesticks. 2, hair dye. 3, hair bleach. 4, toothbrushes. 5, more half and half. 6, hairspray. 7, dry ice. 8, 3 or 4 girls. 9, whiskey. Later, dinner. Flashbangs hit my friends in the stomach as they stand on their stoops. And I put candles in my basket with 3 or 4 girls blowing $300 on the ugliest maxi sundress known to man. Freddy's is a safe house for some. A creepy temple of food just like the Mormons planned it to be, where prudish pioneer dresses, disease, and a bounty of produce can still be had 200 years later. Proof positive that human beings are at large very adaptable. It's funny how creative and yet how basic the adaptations take shape. 3 or 4 girls. Half of them will probably be dead by 2040 or on Prozac, but their $45 features will be fine. The walls that surround them, fine. The silence, fine. The sounds, fine. White people and their $45 change sounds so quietly, like sharks. But touch their noses and they go still. Swim with resolve, and you may make it home. 3 or 4 girls, and you will always be waiting for me. Little fish, little fish. I used to call you little fish. Little fish, little fish. You used to swim in me, and no one but one person seems to understand that. You have never broken your stride in the water as long as I've known you. Not one bit. I used to dream you were a nightmare from Poseidon's realm, a dark horse coming up onto land on a bed of foam. I used to dream you had drowned, or that we were drowning together. You drowning, me being squeezed by invisible demons, invisible forces. Like a sponge already ripe with water. Little fish. You had a tank, a fish tank when you were 3. In it was a tiny naga, some tetra, and several goldfish. You loved the tetra best, and when the goldfish didn't survive, you never asked any questions. It all made sense to you. There'd been too many fish, no room for the carp to grow. The tiny naga, always trying to escape, seemed to ask, "What am I doing here? What am I doing here?" Really, though, I believe the naga wanted to die too, to let it all go. I was always sad that he was different. He knew he was destined for greater, more. You once had a tank of fish that I took care of. Funny that I gave the order for you to feed them, but it was me who came up behind feeding them. It was me who felt the guilt. You had fish, my little fish. You had them. Sometimes I would even catch you trying to net them out, especially the little naga. No, I would say, no, no. Today your tank is different. The water never stays in. I've continued to try and keep the tank full of water. I keep it and I keep it. But today, these days, I grow tired. I am like the little naga. I am a little born for something else. We both are. I saved your little fish. I've saved some new ones too. But who cares? Who cares about little fish? Little spotted, shimmery fish and nagas. These days I have to be resuscitated, and your tank actually has a gun on it. The one you were talking about this whole time had wheels and makes murder. And yes, there are little fish in it. How come? And who cares? We did, didn't we? Don't we? Today I fall a lot. My pupils are often shot like the dead. Little fish come shine lights into my face. Ghosts of love's little fish. And tell me to get up. Once again you are playing in the street. The fish tank is full. I promised to never let it go. And there you are, little fish, playing. Small again. Never questioning. Never worrying. Even when down the street there is bloodshed. I scoop you up and who cares? Time it moves. It doesn't move. I'm convinced we are forced to never matter. To live in two places at once, all the time, like these little fish. Like the naga you actually begged me to get, but that I actually really wanted. That naga, by the way, it was the only one you cared about, and when it got away, you were sad. You knew the little naga meant to go somewhere, on purpose, somehow made it worse. Today you care less about tanks with guns. I think these days you know what it means to be a flying fish.